Just hopped off a couple coaching calls. I had some chats with lovely women from Manitoba and one from BC, and just chatting about getting them starting in this business. One was a sports mom like me, and paying for AAA hockey and just looking for another way. Like, she has a good job, but it's just not enough these days. And she's looking for the flexibility. She's like, I do have a pretty flexible job where I can take off early for those early practices and tournaments on the weekends and all those things, but just looking to just be in a little bit more control over time and not have to ask permission. You're always asking permission. And that's probably the biggest shift. And what I love most about this is I don't have to ask anybody for permission anymore. We just got back from BC yesterday. We were there for about 10 days, just enjoying the beach and some nice weather when it wasn't raining on us. And now I'm back, doing some coaching calls and stuff. I came back to a stack of checks in the mail. For the month of July, I had another crazy month. It was just over $50,000, $55,000 for the month of July. If you would have told me 5 years ago when I started this, I was just looking for a couple thousand. And I'm like, a couple thousand would be great. Help pay for the sports fees, those Costco runs, maybe take us on some family vacations as an extra little bonus. And here I am, and it didn't happen overnight, but 5 years in, I'm making more than I've ever made in my life. Now some months I've made more than I used to make in a year. And I know it seems surreal, and I'm almost hesitant on here sometimes to share my income, because I'm like, if I was me on the other side of this, I'd be like, that chick's lying. That's not real. But if you have been following along on my journey for a while, and a lot of you have, you've seen that it didn't start that way. And you saw that my first couple paydays were a few thousand. But then I was like, hey, if I can do this once, I can do it again. And that's the power of automation. That's the power of the internet. And that's the power of using a duplicatable system like what I'm using and scaling it. And that's the power of an online business. So yes, it seems surreal now. I am even hesitant to share that sometimes, but sometimes people also just need to hear it and need to know that it is real. I'm a real person. I'm an Alberta mom, hockey, soccer mom, and I just chose to do something different. And I chose to invest my time to something that was going to pay me later. And I'm so glad that I did, because it has just gotten better and better every year that I've been doing it. And if you have been looking for something to do from home, online, that you can work around your schedule, most women start this when they're still working full time. And I did it in busy wedding season. But if you're looking and you want to plug into a platform that does a lot of the heavy lifting for you and you just get to do the marketing side, comment, learn below. I'm happy to show you the free info session that got me started. Talk to you soon.